tried to keep alive by Blatch.
That's where he's got to develop a little more strength, so when he has that corner, he doesn't allow anybody to take that space away from him.
Here's Carmelo on the turnaround jumper. Good. Phil, before the game, I asked George Karl about the fact that his team's coming off a very emotional, important win at Cleveland. How do they view coming into this? Capitalizes on a win in Cleveland, would be a win here in Washington. That's the only thing that makes it any better.
And you know, Steve, that goes along even more so the importance of Chauncey Billups, because he's the kind of player, the kind of leader that's going to keep everybody's head on target and keep their goals alive, what they want to do. It's not just beating Cleveland. Keep in mind, that was their 13th road win. They've been a much better home team than they have on the road, but that was an impressive win. And then to come here, you know, you have a team like Washington that struggled, that has a lot of personnel changes. You know, you think that they want to come down and right off the bat and jump on top of them.
Well, and what he said was, it doesn't matter how we win the game. We can win ugly. We can come from behind. We can dominate early. But we have to win that game, because if you don't win that game, not that it makes the Cleveland win meaningless. Spinning inside, and a foul called on Washington. It is a business. And for more on the wheeling and dealing, let's check in with Chris Miller.
You know, Buck, it's interesting. I was thinking back when that trade happened. The first person that came to mind was Andre Blatch. And I think about what happened this summer back in Las Vegas. He changed his number to 7 to indicate 7 days of hard work. And the leadership that he had this summer.
Carmelo Anthony heating up now.
Yeah, that's what he does so well.
In some ways refreshing, just watching these young guys fight for a spot.
Right. Well, like I said, this team is at the point where they have to establish a new identity. Well, that's going to be 2 quick fouls by Blatch.
Second personal. And
Carmelo's just so strong in there.
Melo backs up, and that is in effect a 4-point play and a couple of second chance points, as they don't mind resting him up. They've got Boston on Sunday. Quentin Ross called for a foul.
Well, I said this team leads the league in free throw attempts and in makes per game. And they're led by Carmelo Anthony, who goes to the line, has made the second most free throws in the league. That up and under there, where we see a lot of players take advantage of a defensive player with his hand extended.
Absolutely. If you're a player, especially a young one, and you're playing defense, you'd be well advised not to stick that arm out, especially against a veteran, because whether it's Gilbert Arenas or Carmelo Anthony or LeBron, they're going to generally get you on that.
Well, you can't stick it out and leave it out, because then they really target that arm and make sure they get the contact.
Local Adrian Dantley will take over for Karl on an interim basis. Karl is definitely receiving treatment, and from a coaching fraternity, all of the guys.
After averaging 12.7 as a rookie, Carmelo again uses that left arm, and this time they're going to say a foul is called. And Flip Saunders sticks out his left arm as if to say there's too much body movement being thrown around with arms.
Carmelo Anthony, who leads the league, or one of the league leaders, I should say, in getting to the line. This will be his 9th and 10th attempts.
Very busy week for Washington. Jamison, Butler, Haywood, Stevenson, McGuire. Of course, Gooden wasn't even here for a cup of coffee. He basically walked into the building and left.
Left his bags at the airport, right. Mike James, not here.
Off the screen by Nene, got a good fake on Oberto and scores. Flip Saunders wanted to carry, and I remember Nesby being that way. Here's Carmelo, and he got held by Blatch. They'll give him 2, and that's the 4th personal on Andre Blatch. And Carmelo's scoring average against the Wizards helped by the fact that he had 49 points a couple of years ago against the Wizards in Denver.
I remember that. Always fun to see these guys, high school footage of them.